Okay, and this is gonna be the last video of this series, and I just really just want to take a second to reflect and really talk about the 1916 Easter Rising and really why I think it's an important event and why I chose to do this event. So I think this is a very important event because it was really what sparked Irish nationalism and Irish nationalists to fight for their independence against British rule. And I kind of think it's funny how in history, the United States is fighting from British rule. All these other countries, Scotland, Ireland, all these countries are normally always fighting to get away from British rule. So although the 1916 Easter Rising was a failure, it was a failure in a sense. It's kind of like the saying, some people see the glass of milk half empty and then some people see it half full. The Irish people, they seen it half full. They didn't see it as a defeat in a bad way. They seen it as a defeat in a good way, where you're taking a step forward. You might have to lose, take one step back, but now you take it two steps forward just by even engaging in that. And this really inspired the next generation to really take actions and really stand up. And ultimately, they did win their freedom from British, or not the British people in the UK. They eventually did win their independence from them. So this, to me, is a key event, and was a pivotal event in history that really helped the Irish people get that spark in their mind and just really helped them know that they can fight for their independence and they can be an independent country. And then why I chose this event was I chose it because it was really interesting to learn about, and it was something that I could find a lot of sources on, and I could find a lot of primary sources, because I think primary sources are one of the most important type of sources, especially doing a history project, because primary sources, the sources that come directly from the people or people who witnessed it or eyewitnesses and stuff like that, is always the most valuable sources, because as things get relayed either by being written down or orally, the story changes a little bit each time. So 100 years from now, a letter that was written is still the same, but maybe if it was a story or a book or something like that, it could change a little bit each edition or each time it's said. So that's why I really like this, because I can find a lot of primary sources. And then lastly, really what I want to say is I really like this story too, because it just shows that although you might not always win the battle, it's important to be able to know that you have to engage in the battle. And you can go into the battle expecting to win, but not win, and still win in a sense. Although you didn't win like the big battle, you won a battle that helps you ultimately win the biggest battle of them all. So I just really like that. And it kind of reminded me of the civil rights movement, in a sense, where how Black people had to fight for their rights and their freedom. And although they didn't win at first, ultimately they did end up winning. And then we did end up getting our rights and stuff like that. So that's really why I chose this topic. I really enjoyed making this video. I really enjoyed being able to talk about all of my sources and talk about and educate you guys on the Easter Rising. So this is going to conclude the series, this 3-video series, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And thank you very much for watching.